If I had to start over in real estate, this is exactly what I would do, and I can promise whoever listens to this video, if you are new to real estate or you're getting into it, if you will do these things, you will have phenomenal success early on. I only wish I knew this 31 years ago in 1993 when I started in real estate. Hi, my name is Jim McCord. I've been a realtor, full-time realtor since 1993. And I have had a lot of success. Matter of fact, I wrote a best-selling real estate book, A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. It quickly became a #1 best-selling book because I do things differently. So back to the topic. If I were new to real estate, what would I do? Here's exactly what I would do. #1, I'm going to work for one of the top 1 or 2 companies in my area, whoever they are. I'm not going to start with a small broker or some medium-sized local broker. I want to work for #1 or #2, and I'm going to talk to a few of the top agents in each of those companies, each of those offices, and let them know I'm new and ask them if I can take them to coffee or breakfast or lunch and just ask some questions to them. And, I'm certainly not going to expect them to give me their secrets, but I am going to let them know I'm new and I'd appreciate anything you're willing to share with me. And you'll learn a lot that way because you're learning from the top people. And then secondly, I'm also going to ask them, look, if I happen to choose the office that you work out of and I'm new, I'm a little bit uncomfortable in my first few listings. If I get listing appointments, can I go on a listing appointment with you and share a listing or 2 or 3, and we'll split everything 50-50. If they say yeah and I like them, I'm going to pick one of those offices. And trust me, if they're too arrogant to meet with you or they say, no, I don't want to share listings with you, you don't want to work, you don't want to learn from them anyway. But you'll find plenty because most top agents are very giving. So that's how I'd start. I'd pick a top broker and I'd interview a couple of the agents in there, say, hey, I'm new, I want to get some information from you, meet with them for coffee, pick an office. Okay, so now you have your license, you have your broker. It's one of the top 1 or 2 in your area, and you're going to target every single for sale by owner that comes up in a certain geographic area, whatever that area is you pick. You don't want to go if you're in a major metropolis, you don't want to try and work the entire area. You want to narrow it down. You want to work every for sale by owner in whatever geographic area you pick, preferably within a half hour, 40 minutes of your home or your office. And you want to target every single expired listing in the hot price range in that same area, both old expireds and new expireds. Now that hot price range is going to be different. Most of the country is between $300,000 and $500,000. In some areas you can't get a home for that. Some areas like LA or New York or Scottsdale or Miami, it might be $800,000 to $1 million, the hot selling market. But whatever that hot selling, and like I say, most areas it's $300,000 to $500,000. Every single expired you're going to go after, and you're also going to go back and search the old expireds. And the ones that you're going to primarily focus on are the ones where the previous agent used a bad photo, or maybe not a bad photo, but the wrong photo. I won't go into that in this video, but I will attach a video at the end of this video that you can watch where I share exactly what I'm talking about. Expired listings where the previous listing agent used the wrong photo. Now, if you will target 2 or 3 of those listings, old expired listings, new expireds, or for sale by owners in a geographic area in the hottest price range, and you prospect them differently than all the other realtors, I'll share that in the video I share at the end of this, you will have wild success up front. Now, what a lot of companies want to do is they want to select the mentor for you, and they want to tell you what mentor you're going to work with. No, you don't want to work for that broker. If a broker tells you that, say, no, I prefer to select my own mentor. I am going to look for an agent, and I want to share my first few listings with that agent, but I want to pick my mentor, not have you guys pick them. And if the broker's not willing to do that, fine, you move on to another broker. And the reason I say share your first couple listings is this. I was new too. I know that uncomfortable feeling. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, listing properties is not that hard, not that difficult. But I would much rather, and I didn't do this when I started, I didn't think about it, but I would now if I started over. I would much rather take a top listing agent with me on my first couple listing presentations and share the listing with them, see what they say, And I'm going to have a whole lot more confidence listing that property when I'm sharing that 50-50 with the top realtor. That's just an idea that I came up with years later, and I've done it with other newer agents, and it really works for them, and it'll work for any new agent. So, okay, back to a couple things. Number one, pick a top broker. Don't go with some local broker who says we're going to give you leads, we'll give you all the support you need. No, you don't want them. You're starting new, you want to be with the top broker, number one or number two, and they usually have multiple offices. Pick an office where there's an agent or two that you've met with that you liked who is willing to share your first few listings with you if you choose. The other reason that's important is sometimes sellers will say, how long have you been in business? And if they say that in your first year, even if you are at the point that you're comfortable listing, say, look, if you're not comfortable, I'll bring one of the top agents in my office. I work with him or her all the time, and we'll share it, and you'll have two agents for the price of one. And believe me, that works. So that's why I talk about sharing listings up front, the first 1, 2, or 3 listings with an agent who knows what they're doing, who can really impress the seller on a listing presentation. You're going to learn from that listing agent, and the seller's going to be really impressed. You're way more likely to get that listing if you share it and bring a top realtor with you. All right, again, my name is Jim McCord. I wrote a best-selling real estate book, A Revolution in Real Estate Sales. You can get that on Amazon for under $10. Very quickly became a #1 bestseller in the real estate category. Because it's a very short book, I don't try and teach realtors everything. I teach realtors how to prospect for sale by owners and expireds. And that's what I would do. And not only would it work for me, but what I shared on this video will work for any single realtor, whatever market you're in, if you're willing to do it. I also coach realtors. I love coaching realtors. And I coach realtors, select realtors at no cost. I'll put my phone number in my email in the description of this video. If you have any interest in talking to me, either about coaching or about what I said in this video, please email me or call me. I love talking to realtors. All right, you guys, this is a great time to get into real estate because of what's going on, market conditions, and this recent NAR ruling. There's a lot of realtors leaving, and there's still plenty of business. You guys have a great 2024.